That's Nico. He's adorable.
Nico, place.
Very social dog.
Yes. What a good.
We're working on place because if it was up to Nico, he would live in my pocket. He's always between my feet, wants to hang out. Very social dog, and that's a nice quality for a dog to have, but we want to keep it balanced. You'll hear me talk and use the word balance a lot because ultimately that's what we're after. So while we're watching him here on his place, I'm walking around the yard. And this is a big ask for a dog like Nico. And I walk inside the building now. And he knows I'm there. I'm not fooling the dog. I'm not under any illusion. But it's still a way to push buttons.
Oh, that's a good guy.
And then my return, you can see he's following me, either with his eyes or repositioning his body. And that's fine. He's allowed to move. He's just not allowed to leave his place. So what I'm doing here is I'm purposely ramping him up. You see that?
Good, very good.
And he's reminding himself to stay on the place, which is exactly what we want to see. When we're training a dog that's got anxiety issues,
Nico,
we want to help the dog to focus and to think rather than to just run on pure emotion.
Nico, go in your cage. Good.
So now I've completely created this rando setup where there's a cage in the exercise yard.
So we're setting up a training exercise here for Nico. One of his issues is he's got separation anxiety. And so I am working with him, putting him in a situation that would cause him stress in order to teach him that it's okay to be alone and to cope with stress and to not have these big peaks and valleys. So what you're seeing here is the end of the training, not all the building blocks of the training. In the beginning, if I did this with Nico, there'd be some noise, some protesting, some panic, right? Because that's what separation anxiety is, essentially. It's the dog thinking that he can't survive on his own. The absence of noise generally indicates the absence of stress. And it is nice and quiet right now, just the way we like it. Attaboy, Nico. Good man. Good boy, Nico.
You see, he doesn't leave his crate when I open the door. Okay, he's got to wait to be released, and that's part of keeping that stable line, maintaining a nice balance. If he was busting out when I opened the door, that would be an indicator of stress.
Nico, okay. Good. Nico, place. Good guy.
Look how easily he settles into his place. So
in the beginning when I would do this with him, forget
so
about
listen
sending
to me
him
over
to
here
his
for a
place.
sec.
He would just be climbing all over me. He's a very affectionate dog. And I like to be affectionate with all the dogs I'm training. I don't withhold affection. I just don't give it out in a way or at a time where it's going to cost the dog behaviorally. So when he comes out of his kennel or his crate, I will give him some encouragement when he's on his place, but nothing too emotional. And this is what I'm looking for. We're looking for boredom. Right? Boredom is the absence of stress. And that's very important to keep in mind. Right? And I'm getting my steps in today, just walking around the yard. Now you see someone coming out. Good boy, Nico.
we'll just speed this part up. Nico loves Magali. Okay, so him staying there now is even more challenging. He's got me, he's got another person. She walked out by surprise. He holds his place. You can see I'm moving freely around the yard.
Very good, Nico. Very good. There's my silly Nico. Good job, Bubba. Good job, yes. No, place.
Okay, that's all it takes to correct him.
Nope, place. Very good.
You can see it's very hard for him when I lower myself.
Good. Hey.
And I'm not going to reward him making a mistake if he gets up. I just disconnect for a second and he'll go right back.
Good. Thank you, Nico. I looked clean for about 30 seconds today. Thank you. Nico, go in your cage. Good boy. Good.
Yeah, that's a real test of his trainability, sending him into the
So if you
cage like
remember
that.
the time
Because he doesn't
before,
want
he
to
was
be
sitting
there.
up. And this time he went in and he laid down. So you can see his thermometer is lowering.
Zero reaction from the dog when I close the door, which is what we
Super
want
beau
to see.
aujourd'hui, hein?
Now we're speeding up the video again because otherwise this part here would probably take 4 or 5 minutes. And again, he knows we're there, but it still pushes on the dog's buttons. It's like something that's just within their reach, but not quite. So it can be a frustrating moment for a dog, and in this case, it's very helpful to us. Now I'm going to go and open his crate. And again, you see he's waiting to be let out. And I'm walking around, I'm taking my sweet time. This is really challenging for any dog when you open their door.
Good boy. Good. Hey, Nico. Come on. Good, Nico, okay. Nico, okay. Good. Place. Good job, Nico.
I can't tell you how much I love this
There
little
he is.
guy. He moves like a fox.
Good guy.
He's the sweetest thing.
You're not going to meet a sweeter dog. He's my little fox.
You can see him loosening up while I'm playing with him and I'm petting him. And here I'm trying to tempt him to get off of his bed. You see, he's super playful. He wants to engage, but he'll only engage if I approach him. I'll take the collar off. That's actually my dog's collar, my bulldog cow.
Good boy. Nico, okay. Yes.
Good boy, Nico.
Good job, Nico.
So what you're seeing here, you're looking at the end stage of his training. I'm not showing all the building blocks because the video would be hours and hours long. And what we're looking for, like I said earlier, is just more of a level thing where the dog isn't having these big, huge emotional spikes. We're trying to manage that. Okay, now we can horse around.
Good. Come on.